And back alive.
All right. Talk to us about things.
We are correct. Also, hi, Katie's here. Katie used to play with 1-on-1 with us, but we have Rachel now.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. But then life got busy,
Indeed.
and she was like, nah, I can't do that every week. So
Which is valid.
Rachel joined us. All right, Hoobling, tell us about Pathfinder.
Tell us your character.
Yeah, what do you want?
So,
I
context.
don't actually have that much figured out. Like, it was only that.
Well, you can tell Leaf, though, because they want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I have told them very little to preserve the mystery.
I believe the base class. What do they call them?
I think
Race?
Race.
Ancestry, technically.
Ancestry. Yeah.
The ancestry was going for the flesh wolf, I think.
Oh, that's fun.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Flesh warps are fun.
Except instead of going on the creepy monster side, it's like complete opposite uncanny valley beautiful thing, like perfectly symmetrical face and stuff.
Nice.
You described it as no body hair. Hair always seems like perfectly like styled. They look like they're wearing light makeup, but in fact they aren't wearing makeup.
Vibe. That just sounds like Galadriel.
Perfectly symmetrical face. Her smile is a little too wide.
Yeah.
All of her
They do
teeth
have full
are
teeth,
perfectly
but,
straight.
like, you know,
It sounds like
that's
some
the
kind of a
least
horrifying
about
fae.
them.
It's lovely.
Yeah. Well, that's the. What is the backstory there, Katie? Do you want to explain the backstory?
The village she's from is near a pathway to the first world, and everything's just kind of like that there.
Nice.
Like, half of all the children just disappear mysteriously in the night. Sometimes they come back. It's just a thing.
As you do.
They totally come back the same. It's not a different child. That would be weird and unsettling.
Vibe.
Yup.
Oh.
Anyway.
Like, everyone here only has 2 eyes. Isn't that so strange? I haven't seen anyone with antlers.
Vibe.
At some
Everyone here
point,
used to have 4 limbs. Is that normal? Why am I the only one with hooves?
Hooves are pretty great.
Yeah, she has hooves. She's
Yeah. Oh,
She's
if
not
you-
me
if
so
you
I
canonically-
misheard.
Canonically get hooves. You can take the Nephilim ancestry, and you can get hooves that way.
true. So
I misheard hooves.
Hooves.
oops, I don't.
We're,
Yeah.
we're all
I
here.
misheard
So
it.
you've got the opportunity to add something like, sort of using the background.
Mhm.
Is it background or
No,
bloodline?
it is ancestry.
Ancestry.
That's where you would be able to like canonically get a lot of fun stuff like different colored eyes or hooves.
So you can be. So the nice thing is that you can be both a like species and you could be like a Cambion or a Nephilim.
He's so cute.
Well, not a Cambion's its own thing, right?
Cambion is a subsection of Nephilim.
Anyway, Cambion's a subsection of Nephilim.
Because
but
Nephilim, I'm using the wrong deck. Nephilim is all of the like relations to the outer plane. So if you're a Cambion, which is like the Tiefling equivalent, you would be a Nephilim, but you would take traits and flavor them as being Cambion. Same thing with if you
Yeah,
had
no,
an
who
angel
else has
blood.
just sat next to like all the weird first world business for so long? No one's really normal, but like
Vibe. Yeah. And
also
that,
people
you
tend to
can pick
avoid
a
the dark
Fey
so they can
ancestry
get
instead.
really normal.
yeah, I think there is maybe.
there is a Fey bloodline.
Yeah.
You could pick Fey bloodline where you have some Fey blood in you,
Yeah.
which I would assume you do.
I mean, and technically the Fae is a different plane.
Yeah.
The first world is a different plane. Also, ironic, my first character also had influences from the first world.
Hi. Have you given any thought to what
Class?
you want to do, Katie?
I am not sure about class yet.
Do you
Fine.
want to do martial or spellcasting?
But
Not sure.
we are here to answer questions.
Yeah.
So
There were like 20 classes.
yeah, that it was really hard.
Hey, first edition has like over 40.
Holy fuck.
It's great.
Eee.
Yeah.
Mother God. Okay.
Oh, there's really just a unicorn in a cage behind us.
Yup.
Yup. Casting the
missed that.
ponycorn.
Fair enough.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking there's a
pony.
side quest there.
Probably.
I think once you rescue her, she can sell you stuff in the mushroom village.
Nice. Also, I'm realizing I'm slowly dragging everyone into Pathfinder. The
Yeah.
only person I haven't managed to touch in my immediate friend group, no offense, Charlie, is Rachel.
Yeah, you know, I think Dad doesn't qualify as your immediate friend group.
No, since he's eventually going to be my father-in-law.
Stepfather.
My stepfather.
I hope not.
No, that would be bad. No, father-in-law.
Something horrible would
Yeah.
have to happen to my mother first.
Polly.
Something really bad would have to happen to my mother first. My mother just... You know what?
No.
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 It wouldn't happen.
Also, I don't think either of them would want to date my mom.
Your dad is available.
This is true. My dad is available.
Sorry.
But I don't think either of them would be interested in polyamorous relationship.
No, my parents either. Also, they're married to each other.
And planning to stay so.
I'm planning to stay
Strange
so.
conversation to be having with the person who's just sitting right there while we're talking about him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that your mom is also listening.
I don't know.
She's upstairs because I went to the basement now that I don't play with Emma. You know, I don't do it sort of in the main part
Also,
of the house.
sorry, the face on this unicorn's like little profile is horrifying.
Yeah, it's not the best
So
picture.
It's so long.
it's just the generic unicorns.
No, but like
her
the
mouth. There's something
Yeah.
a little bit weird about her
I
mouth.
think it's also her eye placement is too high and too far back.
Mm.
Oh wait, let me switch my deck.
The chamber is filled with a strange vapor that makes you feel.
There we go.
You know, yeah,
The
we gotta
hand-chased
we gotta-
box of destiny.
grab the antidote here.
Oh, sorry, are we
Can't
getting
remember.
roofied?
You might sleep forever.
Maybe you should read the book that tells you what you need to get first.
What do we need to get?
You need the blue and the green potions.
All right, so here is a blue round beaker.
Okay, wait, let me double check. Blue round and okay.
Oh.
It says if we add the blue
All right, I
The-
picked up
no
blue round.
we need the blue square and the green round.
Darn it,
Okay,
grab the
I
wrong
got
one.
the green round.
Alright.
Where is the blue square? Oh,
Fuck.
Now that you are alone, you
Oh.
escape.
That's not
Shoot.
very good.
I can't tell if
I
we
thought
did
I
it
had
or
the
not.
blue square.
I think we might have did it.
I think I fucked things up. I thought I had the blue square. And then I went to go put it in, and it was like, haha, die.
It's okay, no worries. We can beat the shit out of some people.
We're always willing to beat the shit out of people.
Also,
It's kind of our default mode.
I also named this dream There Is No Canonical Lore. Avalon with Friends.
Truth. There is no canonical lore.
Exactly.
This is what you get for gaming with mythology nerds.
I managed to heavily offend both Emma and Rachel this week.
And how did you do that?
Do you want to tell them, Emma?
I mean, I think Rachel was less offended than I was. Rachel was like, "You're
I
being
can-
ludicrous, Emma." And I'm
Rachel
like,
is-
but.
I confused which piece of art Emma had.
Rachel
so I
has
didn't look
forgotten
at it,
what
I just
happened.
knew it was there.
Oh, so I have two prints. One of which is of the Colosseum, which I got, and one of which is of the Temple of Poseidon at Cape Sunium.
Which is not something that needs like necessarily immediately recognizable.
Right. It's just
But
like
it's still distinctly different than the Colosseum.
Right,
I will
it's-
say, I think you sent it to me while I was on vacation.
yeah.
So my ability to like pay attention to things that were not happening while I was on vacation
Right.
were extremely limited. with the benefit of hindsight, that is a hell of a mistake to make.
Thank you.
I didn't actually look at it. I just knew it was there, and it was a.
But you've seen
thing.
both of these prints before.
I
and,
have,
Like,
but I have no visual memory, Emma.
it's worth noting that, like, one of them is also twice the size of the other and purple, and the other one is, like, white
Okay, yes,
and small.
that is true.
And so we were talking about the space to hang this picture in, right? And I'm like, the one at the Coliseum, and you're like, you mean the one in the... I'm like, no. You mean the gigantic one? No, that's not going to fit there.
Yeah.
So, like, when I was describing it as the Coliseum print, like, they were picturing, like, the 5-foot-long... It wasn't 5 foot long, it might be 2 feet long. This 2 foot long, like, massive piece of art.
Yeah.
For our-
That's the one I remember you having because I was there when you got it.
Vibe. Yeah. There's a tapestry at the top of these stairs, by the way, before
I
you go
got
down.
it.
Did anybody else?
Top of the
Top of the stairs.
I did. All right, I'm gonna go back and get it.
Dang
Oh,
it.
shoot, I
Gotta
got
go back
into a
up.
fight.
Go support Quinn. You two get the pit portrait.
It's fine. I can just stall.
Vibe.
I am the person who sets up
Wait.
this fight. So.
Uh-oh.
Oops, it just disappeared. I have to wait for it to regenerate. I think it wasn't there when I went by.
I think somewhere in here... No, if we have the tapestry, that must be it. I don't think there could be a tapestry and a crow in here, do you?
I doubt it.
Doubt it. I don't know though.
Someone needs to check.
I can.
Okay. I
Nice.
mean, it can be me. I don't know.
Rachel's a resident Googler.
I don't want to right now.
Also, I would like to inform
Where
you,
are we?
We are in...
we're fighting Kiva White Talon.
Yeah, we're in the... We're fighting witches, right? It's the 3 witches tower. That's why we're...
Ah.
It's called the Owl Tower.
Maybe.
Also, I wanted to inform you guys that Emma and I are currently living a life like I've read in fan fiction, where we cook dinner and then watch the Great British Baking Show.
Yeah, we're getting dangerously close.
Living the dream.
Living out the gay dream.
Eventually, we'll finish the Great British Baking Show, all 15 seasons,
I know.
and we'll watch that glass blowing show that I
I'll watch
started
the
watching.
Black Flag show. Yeah, we
Yeah.
discovered
that
that
looks
the
good.
Oh,
backlog,
you've been watching it?
the glass blowing one.
I watched it a couple years ago. Glass blowing one.
That's who recommended it to me. I was like,
Oh.
who recommended a glass blowing show to me? I couldn't
Yeah.
figure it out.
And I'm like, glass blowing
Yeah.
is cool, so I turned it on.
I think you might have. I think the reason you might have compared it was I was talking about maybe like the Great British Baking Show or something like process shows that I watch sometimes in the background. You were like,
Yeah.
that's actually really good for white noise when you're doing things.
Yeah.
I bet that's where I heard
So,
it. Sorry.
probably.
This is the answer to the riddle.
There's just the tapestry. There's no crow,
Yeah,
just the tapestry.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a whole, like, I think what happened was the Great British Bake Off got super popular.
Yeah.
And then, like,
True.
every other, like, art form was like, how can we do our own version of this?
Fair.
Absolutely.
And the glass blowing one is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one issue it runs into is that glass is much more susceptible to catastrophic failure than baking is.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, baking is
And
pretty
they
susceptible
don't
to
have
catastrophic
the-
failure, too. Sorry.
Yes, but a lot of the times there's like, you have had a chance to practice this
Yeah,
and
right,
work out
right.
the most
Best way to
dangerous
do
parts.
it.
True.
The
Not
thing with the glass blowing
way.
one is I don't think they do that,
They
which
don't.
does mean that there's a higher element of chance.
And grit.
And because it's more about art, it can be a little bit more subjective. So there's a higher chance of you going, "What the fuck?" when the judges make their decision.
Yeah.
Ah.
Also, we could put the cat mirror right there.
We could put the cat mirror right there.
Sorry, that
But-
was random.
On the flip side, you get to see a ton of really pretty art.
True.
And also
right.
learn cool shit about how art is made,
Yeah.
how glass is laid.
Yeah. Love glass blowing.
Words?
Forged in Fire, that's another show that I've watched a couple times. That's like,
I've heard really good.
where you make the smithing show.
I think I've watched Forged in Fire, at least part of it.
I used to, so I have this Twitch friend named Captain Bear Mode, and I'm in his Discord server. And occasionally they would just have hangout nights that I think probably still happen, just not as much, where they would get together and watch a show.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple times I tuned in and watched Forged in Fire.
Nice.
It was cool because they made swords.
Swords.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
gonna
had it
earthquake
recommended.
if nobody has an objection. Yeah, it'll be fine.
No objection. I'm gonna. Oh darn! I was too late. I was gonna change my spell because I cast an attack all, which I don't need to if you're earthquaking.
Well, they're
you're
mid,
probably
so
gonna
I
kill
don't
them
know
all.
how well it's gonna go.
True.
All right, well,
I mean,
There's
whatever.
we like to optimize, Emma.
This is
Do
why
we?
Charles is
I
supposed
thought
to be...
we just wanted to, like,
See, it's optimized from Charles is in spot 3 and Emma's in spot 3.
yeah, see, we need to. Someone else will need to kill them. See, Dad?
What did I do?
Actually, I think this configuration works really well because one of us can hit and then we can put like a feint on and then the other one can hit.
The issue with this, though, is that I'm not the tank of the party.
That is true. You're pretty tanky though.
I'm pretty tanky, though, yes, but I am not, like, the tank. That's
No,
Rachel's job.
no, you're not. Damn!
Nice.
Holy fuck!
Nice.
I've been feeling so good about myself, and that
Well
just
done, friends. Let us return to my
ignore
room
me
and tell
apparently.
some of the
Also, I just
joyous
realized I never did
news.
audio testing. Can everybody else speak for a minute?
Hello, hello.
Not you, Emma.
Hello. Not you, Emma.
Not you, Emma. Shut the fuck up.
I think we're good now?
hello, hello.
Yeah, we
Hello,
should
hello.
be good. We are good. Cool.
I'm gonna say this because my brain, like you said, I have been playing Tears of the Kingdom a lot recently, and it has been consuming me.
As it should.
I
That's
really-
what it did to me.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
very
it's
hyperfixated.
really solid.
Yeah.
It's really solid. I can, if I don't want to do one thing, I can really easily switch to a different thing because there's so many side quests and
Oh,
whatnot.
have you played Breath of the Wild?
Thank you for your cut. You have brought my husband back.
Yes.
Oh, 'cause you can transfer your horses.
You will always be our friend. Now go.
I did.
Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure.
I was most honored when
I don't ride horses all that much, but
Vibe.
I
neither
did.
do I, but they're cool.
Yeah. What I love is that the world feels much less. It does kind of make Breath of the Wild feel a little bit constrained in hindsight. I don't just mean in terms of like they made the world bigger, they gave you all these machines to get around better. I mean in terms of the temples.
yeah.
You guys saw me text this of just like I randomly wandered into the fire temple as I was exploring the depths. But then on the flip side, that like I just started the lightning temple one.
Mm-hmm.
That one is like there's a series of quests, and I don't want to spoil it too much for. Should I spoil it or does nobody care?
I've already played it.
I am going to play it, but by the time I've played it, I'll have forgotten.
I don't care.
Okay, so basically you start out helping Riju, leader of the Gerudo tribe, the desert people.
Who is now Lakeside.
Yes, who has grown up and is no longer like a 12-year-old in charge of entire village. She's old. She's now a wise and mature, like 15 or 16 or something.
Yeah, I think she's supposed to be like 16.
Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Oh, okay. So it starts out with like there's the inciting event of the story is that like you accidentally uncover this demon king under the castle, and then he raises up the castle into the sky. Zelda vanishes. For once, not explicitly kidnapped, but she does vanish and you don't know where she went. And then a bunch of other things happen around, and all the other tribes and whatnot have their own shit to deal with. So you have to go help them out on your quest to find out where Zelda went. So the Gerudo tribe has been overrun by these weird, like,
Gyptos.
mummy-type creatures.
And they're also in the midst of a giant fucking sandstorm.
Yeah, and so you come help them out, and you end up having to stave off a siege of these Gibdos, which is a really cool mechanic.
That is like my favorite part of the
I
game.
remember. Yeah, yes and no. Like I liked it in theory. I didn't love it in practice. I didn't hate it in practice, which is yeah. Someone pointed out that like in Breath of the Wild, you're the lone hero saving everyone. But in Tears of the Kingdom, the people have gotten their feet under them, so they can also contribute. So like, Tears of the Kingdom does a really good job of like you're not alone. Literally, you're not alone because you have the spirits of your friends running around helping you.
It's great.
Ah.
I love it. There's also a lot of really cool hand symbolism.
I'm in a fight.
Because for anyone who doesn't know, Link loses his arm.
Someone help me.
Where are you? Oh, hi.
I'm in a fight.
I really like all of the hand symbolism, and like as a person who has dealt with like a lot of body dysphoria, very often you can see it in the way that Link is adjusting to his hand, especially in the early game cutscenes. Because he has the new hand.
Yeah, he
that Link
really
has.
like he wakes up with a new limb. It looks very mechanical and mystical, but it is canonically somebody else's arm has just been grafted onto his arm.
Yep. And that arm
it's like
was,
that's gotta be so fucking true.
Yeah, and that arm was stealing away the Demon King for like thousands of years. But yeah, sorry, I did not mean to. Yes, apologies. I didn't mean
Anyway,
to.
so the quest is like you start out by like connecting to with the Gerudo tribe and working with them to stave off an invasion, and then you have to go like decipher a mural and search through these ruins to find the temple where the boss is and where the Zelda games are very formulaic of you go to the temple, you work through the traps, you fight the little mobs inside of them, and then you get to the final room and you fight the big boss. That's how it works. But like, it feels very natural the way that, as natural as this fantasy game can get, of like, you don't just walk into the village and they're like, in Breath of the Wild, do you walk into the village and they go, hey, can you go climb into the mechanical monster that you can see right over there and fight the guy that killed our champion ages ago? And it's like, okay, that is the thing that we are doing. It's very linear and formulaic. And then this one is a lot more like, first you bond with the people you're helping because they're in trouble and you are a hero and you help them. And then they work with you to uncover the mystery of whatever's causing the problem. It's a lot more fleshed out. And I don't want to say that Breath of the Wild is bad. It's not. It's a good game. But it's definitely like Tears of the Kingdom built on what they had on the foundations, and they did a really good job with that.
And a lot of people didn't like how they did dungeons in Breath of the Wild. That's very much not how it was done in previous Zelda games. It was more like it was just in the environment kind of a thing, and it was like usually there was a plot thing that led up to it. One thing I will say about that temple is I wish you had.
Okay, I need to change my spell deck because I'm not set up for something like this.
Okay. All of the other
hang on a
guys
sec.
Storm bosses galore.
have like an extended like platforming or like section you have to go through with them, with Link, and then learning how to use the power of your friend. Riju doesn't really have that. It's kind of like you learn how to use it, and then you go do your series of quests, and then you do the dungeon. Also, it's funny because you can just skip to the final
invasion
boss
is
room.
about.
Sure, that is what the invasion is about, I guess. It felt shorter to me. Also, you can just straight up skip to the final boss room
Okay.
in
I'm
that
ready.
dungeon.
Where's
I
everybody
just like
else?
climbing the temple.
Yeah, and then you can just go through the ceiling thing.
Someone needs to check for cheats.
That's what I'm doing now.
Okay, perfect.
But you can just use the ascend ability to go through the ceiling into the final boss room. It's funny.
This looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
This looks really bad.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Amazingly, none of them have cheats.
Oh, that's nice.
Either Modit or Fomori have cheats, and the other two guys are goons.
Okay, and it looks like we have Storm, so Emma's gonna be doing our heavy hitting.
Yes, it's gonna be me. Right. So then, should I focus on? No, 2 of them are Storm, but our main boss is Fire.
Oh, okay.
So I am organized to attack multiple people at once. So that's exactly what I want. It looks like our one background NPC is Myth, but that shouldn't be too bad because he's not a boss and he should have minimal resistance.
Yeah, we'll get rid of him so he doesn't quake.
Yeah, that's the one risk.
That's the only bad thing that can happen.
See, I like that I don't have to change my deck.
True.
I just do the same thing. Also, should we go?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Also, we did the anime on the stairs thing in front of the boss again.
We did. We always do the anime on the stairs thing.
This is true.
Oh god.
Oh my.
Oh,
Why are the
God.
Indigo Giants so tanky?
That's a great question.
Because we're in a new world and we're finally fighting people who are appropriately leveled for us.
Ah.
That's what just
Apparently,
happened.
yeah.
Ah.
Alright, I'm gonna blade myself.
But
So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun.
have you gone
With
down
Tears of the
to the
Kingdom,
depths?
Oh god. We're gonna have to
I have actually. I've been doing the thing where you jump through the chasm,
Yeah.
and then you just like paraglide as close as you can get to the light route, and then sprint to the light route because I really fucking hate running around in the dark and like having to stop every 3
That's
seconds to throw a
smart.
bright bloom.
I never did that. I kind of just fell to the
So-
ground and ran to it from the ground.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm trying to build up enough Zonite, and I need to stop and there's like tutorials on how to build a perfectly aligned hover bike so that it doesn't fly all wonky all the time. So once I have Zonite and a hover bike and a little bit more battery life, because I have 1 more battery. I've managed to do that, but it's a lot.
yeah, it is.
So then I can start exploring areas outside of the chasm.
Yeah. If you want to, do you want to know a trick to finding the light roots or no?
Yeah, they're aligned to the
Yeah.
shrines.
I didn't know if you knew that or not. Somebody had to tell me to figure that out.
Because I watched the first couple days
Ah.
of people live streaming it when it first came out.
Yeah.
So I did kind of see
Well,
people
it's good
figuring
news,
this
Dad.
out.
Oh, sorry. I will blade you next round.
Okay.
So, but I never really, the only temple I saw any details of was the water temple.
That's fair, yeah. Because, Sidon's there.
I think a lot of people went there first is what ended up
I
happening.
mean, sure, because that's where you go first in the last game.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe where you're supposed to go third. Because you're supposed to start with the readout, and then it kind of just goes clockwise from there. And at least that's the order I did it, and that seems how the leveling is scaled.
Ivan, I swear to God, if you try and fight me again, I'm
Wait,
going to
does that mean
kick
that I
you.
just went to the 4th?
Yes.
Does that mean that I went to the 4th?
Yes, you did. But also, those guys have
Although, to
achievements.
be-
As long as you have elemental weapons, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I was farming for Elemental Lizalfo's Tails for armor upgrades, so I have... And I also got to all the dragons at least once, so I have a lot of elemental crap in my armor, in my
Inventory. You want blades, Emma?
inventory.
Yes, I want blades. I'm waiting for one more pick.
You have been bladed.
Hi.
But yeah, that also Riju gives you an elemental attack, so
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yee.
Yeah, sure. Slow blink at me, you sucker.
Ivan is being a cat.
I hear him making trouble there. What was he doing?
He's just been very needy all night. Like,
Give him to me.
Oh, are you okay?
what just happened?
What?
Oh, holy shit!
Astral? No, Quinn, your health.
No, I'm fine. I'm at like 2k, 1.2k.
No, you're getting hit again.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Now-
no.
Okay, that's fine. No offense, Rachel.
It's fine. We're doing
Oh
great.
no, it's. I looked and you were down to like what looked like a quarter health on
Oh,
your
yeah.
wheel,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
doesn't look
closer to
good,
a
does
third.
it?
So.
Yeah. Sorry, my cat is being... Actually, not he's being very cute. But he's been trying to, like, nip at me. Like, not nip
Damn.
at me exactly. He's just been, like, kind of bonking and...
He wants your attention.
Yeah, he wants my attention.
He
And
is,
once
like,
I started giving him
love.
attention, he was like, oh, have I mentioned how much I love you, my favorite human?
Yeah. I will join you in the attention giving.
Little shit.
He is. He's not so little, though. He's like, what, 12 pounds?
Yeah.
He is large.
For a cat, yes, he's very large. But he's smaller than Bailey.
This is true.
Oh, they're stunning me on
Nice.
Which
no
is
fun.
Emma's parents'
50%.
small dog.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Now I savage.
Nice.
If anybody has anything to put on, now is the time.
I did.
Good.
Love how he doesn't cast with the axe.
Yeah. That would be easy.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot to pick up Band-Aids while I was at Target. I got distracted by the fancy M&Ms.
See, I'm not the only one who can forget Band-Aids.
No, I'm not blaming you for getting Band-Aids. I mean, I had an argument about how long you're supposed to keep, like, a scratch or a scrape that needs a Band-Aid covered last night.
Mhm.
And I was like, you do it till it's, like, mostly healed. And she was like, no, you do it till the blood clots. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm like, you don't need to have it on, like, once the bleeding has stopped. I am apparently incorrect.
Yeah, I googled it.
And what
I
did
think
the- what
it's
did the
it's like a
Google say?
stab.
The Google says that you're supposed to keep it on for 5 days.
Yeah.
To protect...
5 days, huh?
Yeah.
Because if the cells dry out, it slows the healing process.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh.
It appeared before.
My back
Huh.
is full.
Excuse me.
What the heck?
What did he do?
He fucking clawed me!
He wants your attention. Sorry, I need to feed a whole bunch of
Bitch.
stuff to my pet really quick.
From the crown shop.
Ivan, you little
Did you
bitch.
just call your cat a bitch?
He
I
is.
totally did, yeah.
Okay,
he's,
yes, you did.
He's dumbass is also his common nickname.
In this case, he was being a bitch, though, not a dumbass.
Yes. You are correct.
Yes, he's male and a cat. What's your point?
Oh, that is. I didn't realize how ironic that would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's enough for now. Oh, he's just
this
a little
is-
guy who just wants so much attention.
Yeah. It's better if you sit in my lap, to be honest, my dude.
Oh.
Oh, no,
Hey
not on my
there.
computer.
Let me see. Well, here's your problem. You need
Order.
to spend some of that.
Order.
Oh, apparently I've
Get
maxed
more
out my gold.
when your bag is full.
I've never done that before.
Welcome to the traditional problem of Wizard 101 players at the higher levels.
Having too much gold.
We fucking max out our gold, and then we don't know what to do. And you have to
Buy
start
more
spending it on
houses.
stuff.
Pets.
You gotta start buying houses and stuff.
Yeah, and then you're buying pets and houses. And soon you have too many pets and houses, and you can't do that anymore.
Yeah. Thing is, I'm not like in my
Go
Wizard
buy
101
weird,
conversation
expensive
right now.
reagents or treasure cards or something
Sure.
like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
The issue is I'm
You
That's
don't
not.
have to
Buy
make a
consumables.
to get it or you lose it.
Yeah,
The issue is I'm not in my Wizard 101 hyperfixation right now.
truth.
Yeah, you better schedule that for maybe early fall.
I can't just schedule
To
it,
escape.
but yeah, it'll probably happen in early fall.
But yeah, it'll probably happen in early fall.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even mention how I eventually want to stream me playing through. So I did a test run of this,
Mm-hmm.
which I need to finish. But playing Tears of the Kingdom without the paraglider, like never going to the first area. So, I've actually made it almost all the way through the game. I was working on the air temple when I stopped playing it last.
Yeah, that one's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Well,
Although
I'm
you
doing
did
a
say
fun.
you made it to like the light dragon or something.
I already did. Yeah, I already have the master sword.
Yeah, without the paragliders, so.
That was you technically can just get the master
Alright,
sword
I
once
got the mass prism. Did you guys pick that up?
I'm working on it.
The what?
From mass prism from Cassie the ponycorn
Oh
here?
yes, that's it. That's what I need here. Thank you.
You want that.
Oh, I definitely do. I've been trying
Where?
to figure out who I needed to talk to get that. It's Cassie.
I'm sorry, where are we going?
Hi,
Charles?
Cassie the ponycorn.
There's a little ponycorn.
Thank
Right-
you,
right over here.
Cassie, for the math myth.
You know,
prism.
just repeating her name does not tell me where she is.
She's at the top of the
She's
toadstool
right
village.
next to
They
Shane,
import to us.
Yeah, she's a,
Shane McGowahan or whatever his name is.
yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no need.
Does
for
anyone else have the
these.
defeat Treant?
She's in the
Yeah.
Toadstool
Yes.
Village.
Yeah, that's our quest.
They just want to get a mass prism.
In fairness, it's a good spell.
If you want to port to me, Rachel,
Yeah.
you can. Or you can.
No, I did. I was just
I
I was like, hey,
yeah,
where's
just
Cassie
got
the unicorn?
Ponycorn.
And everyone was like, ponycorn.
And everyone was just
And
saying
then the
her name.
response was, Cassie the ponycorn has the spell you want. And I was like, cool. Where?
It does nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're all useless.
Are you saying we're not good listeners, or?
I mean, I took me like 30
I was gonna
seconds
say
to realize
there's
what
a
they were
Tumblr
talking
joke
about.
here, isn't there?
The white people and cheese.
No. The joke is right that the Tumblr joke, right, is this website has piss poor reading comprehension.
Yeah.
And the appropriate
Yeah,
response
how
to this
dare you
is,
say I piss on the poor?
how dare you say we piss on the poor? So that's the appropriate response.
Yes.
Is how dare you say we piss on the poor?
Also, though, Emma, I think I have wooed you with cheese. Is that correct at this point?
That you have wooed me with cheese.
You can woo me if you get me a wheel of Parmesan cheese.
That is true.
Emma and I have decided that Parmesan cheese is the third person in our relationship.
Yeah, I was a little worried because I was like, how can I ever compete with Parmesan cheese for Leaf's affection?
To be fair, originally you thought we were gonna have to argue between having Parmesan and ricotta.
That's true. And then I discovered that I've been lied to all my life, and the cheese that I like in lasagna is not the ricotta, it's the Parmesan. Because Leaf made a lasagna without ricotta in it.
Yeah.
And so I've been thinking my whole life that it's the ricotta that I like. And no, I like Parmesan.
Yeah.
And anyway,
Oops.
Yeah.
all that is to say that a crisis has been averted,
Yes.
and we agree on our love of Parmesan.
Yes.
We're so relieved.
We went through a giant fucking bag of it, like, between last week and this week.
We
To be fair, I
are
put a lot of extra in the lasagna.
we're going through an alarming amount of Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
I cannot express to you how concerned I am about our
To be
Parmesan
fair,
cheese
if we got,
intake.
like, the wedges, then I would put less in, because it would take more effort to cut.
Okay, so we need to start getting like the giant fucking blocks.
I mean, if you want less Parmesan cheese in your life.
That's not what I want. And you know it.
Exactly. But also, it tastes better to eat raw if you get the blocks.
Versus like the pre-powdered stuff.
Well, we don't buy powdered stuff, we buy the shredded stuff, because we have standards.
Okay.
To be clear,
Yeah.
Leaf has
You don't buy the little
standards.
can with the shaker on the top?
I was gonna say
No, we don't do the shaker cheese.
Leaf has standards. I used to buy the shaker cheese.
Yeah. No.
You're looking at me with shame in your
No.
You say that like that's a brag.
It's Parmesan and Romano, so it's like watered
I-
down.
I'm not saying that it's a brag. I'm
you,
just
not you. Emma's being like, I used to buy the crappy stuff.
to be
And is
clear.
wearing that like a bat. And I'm like,
Emma is teaching me how to like crappy things that are store bought.
That is not what's happening. You excuse me. I need to commit homicide. And she turned off the mic for a second.
You can just tap the top to turn it off.
I know. But the
Well, Charles,
Teaching
if
you
they
to,
suddenly
like,
go
practice
quiet,
it.
we know what
My
happened.
mother's teaching me how to
Yeah,
use
we'll know what
Bisquick
happened.
and box mixes, which is something I've
It's
literally
true.
never done before.
I was gonna say, Leaf does not know the quick and easy way to do
Yes.
a lot of things.
Or like store-bought mashed potatoes that aren't a powder. I didn't realize that was a thing.
yes, that you can just
I
buy.
also
Convenient.
didn't realize that was a thing.
That is the driving reason behind almost everything Americans do.
Yeah.
I know. Like,
Store-bought mashed potatoes?
Convenience.
Convenience. Okay.
yeah,
I mean,
Leaf was not aware
to an
that-
extent.
Yeah.
It's only if it's convenient for certain people.
True.
Walking infrastructure.
Yeah.
That is true. If it's convenient for, like, Dad, actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
There you
But
go.
it's convenient for him specifically, it tends to happen.
Yeah.
We're getting better about that, though.
True. Also, I've decided that not this year, but the year after, I will be stealing Charlie's kitchen and preparing Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
And he and his wife and Katie and Emma have no choice. I will be the one
just get
cooking.
out
Why
of the
not
way.
this year?
I was gonna say, we're
Not this year because I don't think I'm probably going to my family's for Thanksgiving this year.
we still need
I
to
have
figure
no
out
idea what
how
I'm
to
doing.
do it.
Planning yourself a year in
We do.
advance.
Anyway,
Yeah. We got months, Emma.
we do. We're trying to figure out if we're at the stage in our relationship where we attend holidays
Together.
together.
Because if we were in person the whole time, I think we would be.
We would be, but like, I don't know.
We've only been dating in person for about a month-ish
Yeah,
now.
tricky.
So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I will make them an actual home-cooked Thanksgiving dinner.
I feel like we're being like talked down to a little
You
bit.
are.
Like,
You are.
part of the reason I'm so aggressive about like the fact that I used to buy like the powdered Parmesan cheese is because like I cannot express to you the snobbery that Leaf expresses sometimes regarding
He's like, your parents served you what?
It's called I have standards.
that's the attitude
Oh, no.
right there.
Like food and cooking is one of the few things that I like. You Emma knows this. Rachel probably knows this. I'm pretty chill about most things.
Do you need help, Dad?
Well now.
Nah,
Oh right, Storm Wizard. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Good luck.
I think I'm fine. I'm not sure this person who's in this fight is actually here. They have like
Ooh.
a maximum number of pips. You know
Sorry,
what I
I
mean?
just found a
they
person
like
frozen in ice.
lost connection.
Ooh.
Winter Worm's Lair. This looks bad.
Yeah. But no. Food and then my hyperfixations and chemistry.
Yeah.
Are things that I have opinions on.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
I remember once I had the audacity to suggest I might be not better than you at something, as good at you as at like some video game.
Yeah.
And the drama.
Yeah.
How dare I suggest I'm as well versed as you at
Well, it was like a specific game that I had hyperfixated on.
you had like in your defense you had a point,
Yeah.
but like it sticks in my mind as like one of the first times that you like really were like, what the fuck are you talking about, you loser?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just realizing I've never actually had a chemistry hyperfixation.
No.
Because it's a subject that I've studied.
You have.
I need to actually keep working on my research. I keep forgetting.
My love, allow me to assure you that you have had a chemistry hyperfixation.
I have.
You just weren't,
It's
you
called
didn't
chemistry.
notice because you were doing it for your school.
This is true. TBA2 is probably my research.
That's what I'm thinking of, where
Yeah.
I sat down every day and I listened to you talk about it for an hour.
Yeah.
And it was very cute. And I followed maybe 2/3 of it.
It's better than nothing.
That's true.
Okay. We're waiting for Charles.
We are. Do, do, This feels like an ice fishing hole. Like
It does. That's what I was thinking we were doing
like
at first.
I'm really not sure how we're
How am
gonna
I supposed
fit.
to fit your bird down there?
I know, like my bird is not gonna fit. I'm gonna have to de-equip my mount.
My cephalopod will fit though.
Your
I
cephalopod.
mean, even if we fit down there, we're never getting out.
Can't we
This
fly?
is
We
not a
can
frozen
teleport.
cave.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just
Like,
feel
the
like
average
I
person
feel
is
like
doomed.
watching
Yes.
the cephalopod squeeze down that hole would be really fascinating. Like it would fit.
The only part that might have an issue is the saddle, actually.
Yeah, you would have to de-equip the saddle and like send the cephalopod down first, and then you would have to follow.
This is not
behind.
addressing your bird trying to fit down that hole.
It would not. I would have to leave it up here. Winter worm.
All right, 3 deaths and a winter worm.
Nice.
It's ice, so that's gonna be fun.
Yep.
I'm so torn because I would love to have Rachel play Kingmaker with us if she was interested. Rachel would be the other serious person, but I also don't want to jam for 5 people again.
You could just cut someone else out.
Who?
I don't know.
I'm also not gonna say I'm straight.
Sorry, you're being replaced by a total noob.
In fairness, they're all total.
They're all total noobs. Emma's the only one who might not be a noob.
Yeah. Raymond, you're out.
No.
No.
Nah, it depends. It depends on if in 2 years they're looking for a game or not.
It's true.
Because it's gonna be probably 2 years before we play.
That is very true.
Minimum.
This is, of course,
Oh, we're
always
off to a
assuming
great
we
start.
haven't alienated Rachel.
This is true. I doubt it. She's gonna come live with us in the Twin Cities.
God, I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she'll finally wake up and realize that actually
We're annoying.
we're annoying.
I don't think you're annoying, Emma.
Aw, thanks.
Mwah.
But
I
you
don't
know,
think
I
you
was
guys
gonna
are
say,
annoying.
what's
Thank
my
you,
what's my
Rachel.
weirdest
Okay,
hyperfixation?
I've
But
had to
actually,
put
my
up
two
with-
weirdest hyperfixations Rachel shares.
This is
Ha!
true.
Because like I think
True.
I think
I've
my-
had to put up with being the person on the other end of the call when the two of you are completely ignoring me and just talking to each other.
Yeah.
And if that didn't drive me away, I don't know what will.
That's true. That could still drive you away. I
It
think we
could.
have the
To
ability
be fair,
do
we
both.
don't talk to you very much outside of Wizard Stream, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Except for like texting.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Busy.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't like. In my head, I'm like, evening time is for chatting with people, but my evening time is past your bedtime,
True.
so.
Yeah.
We could just randomly call you on our commutes home.
That's true.
You could do that. Worst
Yeah.
case scenario is I just say, like, oh, not right now!
Fair. Thing is, like, Emma and I also have different commute times, so we could both talk to you on the same day.
That's true. That's true.
Because I get home about an hour earlier than Emma does.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah. Because we both work 8-hour shifts, but I have an hour-long break in my schedule.
And I'm salaried, so as long as I'm there for 8 hours and what I need to do gets done, they don't care. So.
Nice.
The
Meanwhile, if
salary is nice.
I'm a shift worker, I'm an hourly
Yep.
wage worker. That's what I'm looking for. So, like,
Yeah.
You
if
don't-
I
you don't
if I
get-
leave 10 minutes early, they feed me to wild dogs or something. I don't know.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't run the risk of starting paint fires.
that's true. I was gonna say, but I'm a preschool teacher. Like, surely the fact that they like, I'm supposed to be protecting little humans ought to count for something.
Oh, it does. It does.
Not as much as making paint does,
Apparently not.
evidently.
I mean, to be fair, we sell to people who own like yachts. We will be selling to people who own like big expensive boats.
Right.
That's
I
that's
understand.
why I
Ooh,
make
yeah,
There's-
there's also the element of funding.
Yeah, you're getting.
like we sell to like people who manufacture boats, and they're just like, hey, when you customize your boat, you could put this in it.
True, and people with small children have no money on
Yeah.
account of spending all of their money on small children.
Yep.
This is what my father tells
Yeah.
me about raising children
This
is
will
that
be
you
us in
have
a
no
few
money
years.
because you spend all of your money on the children's
And the cats.
and the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is also a problem I've run into, having recently had to pay for a vet bill.
Yup.
Ooh.
And getting his shit tested.
You think that that's like a turn of phrase, but it's not.
No,
I
it's-
mean, I literally
No,
brought in.
yeah.
It's a cat stool stemple.
Yeah.
Stemple. But Emma and I both could talk about the podcast that we listen to, as I listen to, gosh, probably 8 times more in a day than you, because it's a half-hour commute for you each way, and you listen to it each way, right?
Yeah. So I listen for 1 hour a day.
I listen for about 8 to 12.
Because they listen to it in the background while they're at work.
Yep. And sometimes when I'm at home and you're not here.
Right. So, like, I get to do 1 hour a day.
Yep. And I've listened to, since I started working, about 3 books, 2.5, 3 books of a Pathfinder series, which is like 40 episodes.
For context,
Ooh.
I am on the same episode I was on Monday.
Yep.
Aye.
To be fair, they are like hour and a half, 2 hour long episodes.
Yeah, they're 2 hours long, so
Yeah.
yeah.
A winter worm, you say? Well, that doesn't sound too scary.
But yeah, that's what happens, and I have to do my best not to spoil it because I'm currently listening to the thing that I'm going to be running with Emma in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm still talking to him. I was like, why can't I move?
So Robin,
I have
bravely
too many
Monty
podcasts, and I'll just
Python.
like
Yeah.
hyper fixate on one,
Bye!
and then I'll abandon it, and then come back to, and then move on to another one. So I have like, well, first of all, there's podcasts, but then I listen to just VODs of streamers
True.
hanging out and chatting with friends. So it's like,
Yeah.
I used to do
it's
that a
also
lot.
a significant.
But,
Actually, Dice Will Roll is very much like your kind of podcast, Rachel.
yeah.
You would like it.
Yeah.
It is like,
I'm sure it is, but
It's
like,
our niche of queer.
the real problem that I have with it is that the people who run it are like NBIs, age 20 to 25.
I think they're like 26, 27.
Okay, are they?
Because they started in like 2019, 2018, and they were in college,
Okay.
and it's been 6 years.
Yeah, okay. So they're
They're like a couple of years older than us, like maybe 25.
okay.
We could ask.
But okay, like, keep in mind that's 1 year older than I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is the problem is that because they're like so conversational and they're like literally like my age and like my demographic, there are moments where like I find myself muttering to myself something because like whatever, it feels like they're like, it's like the same like cadence as a conversation that I have with my friends.
oh yeah.
Yep. I mean, you even got like the stereotypical straight man who isn't straight.
I was gonna
That's
say
the GM.
there's in fairness, when they started the podcast, they did think that they were a straight man.
No, they were dating Dave.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
No, not straight.
Not straight. I forgot.
Just cis.
You're right. Only cis.
No, I mean they have like the straight person who is the GM.
Yes.
They have the quiet, crazy person who is Luna. They have the outward crazy person.
Then
who
they
is
have-
the funny man who is Ritz.
They have Ritz, who is Ritz.
And then they have Dave, who is gay.
Dave is actually the straight man of the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, Dave really is. It's great.
I know that he's not a straight man, but
But like, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest for a second. I totally forgot that Derry and Dave were dating.
Derry is like the gremlin of like the funny voices man.
Yeah, he loves to do funny voices.
And he'll just sometimes start speaking in Irish. Because he's
Gaelic.
Irish.
It's
Gaelic, sorry.
I have yet to see him lapse into Gaelic.
He does it once or twice in Kingmaker when he's speaking Sylvan.
Ah.
And there's like multiple characters speaking it.
Gotcha.
Sorry, that was us just talking to each other and not letting anyone talk again for another 5 minutes.
Hey guys, remember us?
At least you're self-aware.
Sure. Hey, Charles, say something. You haven't spoken in like a half hour. Hi,
I'm still here. I'm standing next to the Amber Knights.
Cool. We're all just
Guys have to
running
fight.
around doing talking quests.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna report to Charles.
I was gonna say, so what are you up to, Dad? Your life.
You know,
Listen to any good
sound
podcasts.
excited about it.
trying to manage my puppy's behavior. That's pretty much my full-time job.
That's
Waffles
true.
is so large now.
He's getting bigger
Trying to-
every moment.
Trying to make him a solid puppy citizen.
Trying.
Trying and largely failing.
Trying, he's not there.
No.
Yeah,
Gotta
I
keep
got it.
working on him.
I got a text from my mom this morning that was like, it was actually the family group chat. So it's my mom, and she's like telling my dad that he needs to get his hands on as many tennis ball cans as possible, because while Waffles won't chew on the tennis balls, he has gone crazy for the can.
Of course he
And
has.
she's like, it's the most peaceful 20 minutes I've had in weeks.
How old is he now?
He's about 14, 15 weeks.
Yeah. He is slowly becoming more toasted in his coat appearance.
He is, yes. Toasted.
He's getting darker, for sure.
He
Waffles getting burnt.
Toasted waffles.
Toasted
waffles. We should get like frozen waffles to keep in the freezer.
Okay.
I don't know.
Convenient.
Because we don't have a waffle maker.
We do not have a waffle maker.
How am I supposed to make waffles?
We have a waffle
Make
maker we can
pancakes.
loan you.
We have made pancakes.
I was gonna say, I think if we accept the waffle maker though, it's going to come with the strings attached expectation of waffles being produced.
I mean, I would make waffles.
That's true.
I like waffles because you can customize them a lot.
Fine.
Like there's little divots, and they're good at scooping. I've never experienced it
They're
when I was
very
younger. I
versatile
used
food.
to like take pancakes and like, I would have the pancakes, and I would have either syrup or I'd have peanut butter, and I would like dip them or scoop in.
Yeah, we've been talking about maybe stealing the fondue pot. Actually,
Can we fill the fondue pot with peanut butter?
don't think that's how fondue works. We could have a separate bowl of peanut butter.
Truth.
You could have peanut butter and cheese.
I might have a slight peanut butter issue.
You have a slight cheese issue as well.
This is true. But yeah, Emma and I were talking about doing fondue.
Did you do Parmesan cheese fondue?
Oh,
I
that
don't know.
sounds like so much.
That sounds like a lot.
That's probably a bad idea.
That's bad for our arteries, is what
We
that
could
is.
do Mott's.
I think there's like a fondue cheese.
Yeah, isn't it like Swiss or something?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay,
It's
because I
not-
don't like Swiss.
It's not Swiss. It's sharper than
All right, wait. I missed that. What are we supposed to do now? Collect shield.
In Caer Leon.
But I'm not clear on where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, me either. Oh no, I just teleported to
thinking
Caliber.
lower.
Oops. Where is Caer Leon?
Probably in lower.
That's where we are right now.
Oh, okay.
No, we're in upper.
We're in Upper Caer Leon.
Let me teleport back.
There's all that stuff lying around. You remember
Right.
when you
you're right.
first come in?
That is
There's like a lot of like debris, and I'm thinking there are going to be shields there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know this. I'm just making it up. So, but I'm almost there, so I'll soon know.
Muriel Rivers has quest rings. I'll come back for it because I love her name and I want.
Oh yeah, there's a shield here.
Oh, let me port to Charles.
Many shields.
Port. But yeah,
Yeah.
Emma and I have been doing that.
I'm guessing they'll probably send us back to
I've also just been
collect armor.
attempting to pull more people into Pathfinder, as I have succeeded with Katie. And it wasn't even really me; it was Emma wooing Katie by taking her to the turtle fountain.
That is such a way to put it, but yeah.
Yeah. Also, you need to get armor around here for some quest. It might be the main quest.
Oh yeah, you do.
Me too, me too.
I grabbed all the
no.
shields and none of them are.
I got pulled into a fight.
Hey.
Necesito ayudar.
I don't see you.
I am in Care Leon.
I know, I am also in Caerleon.
I'm by the little fire guys.
Little fire guys.
You can teleport to me. I'm right next to the fight.
Hobgoblins. Oh, Cap is here. Hi, Cap. We were talking about Pathfinder. We were talking about Dice Will Roll. And how I've infected people with it.
Yeah, no, we've it's all their fault. If anybody asks about me.
It's Sam. It's Cap's fault because he's the one who introduced me to DWR.
Okay.
You've
You want a
ruined
hand?
my life. This is all your fault.
Do you want a hand or are you good?
I think we're good now. He laughed.
Too late. It's a team event.
Okay.
Sorry, Charles ran in and I was like, well, why not?
That's fair. Yeah.
Why not? We're all here. We're having fun.
But I've managed to drag Katie, Emma's younger sister, into Pathfinder. She is making a character who's a flesh warp of some kind. But like a fae kind of flesh warp, I guess.
Should be interesting.
It should be interesting. He says excellent.
Send me some resources for
Archives of Nethys. Google it. Go to
Pathfinder
Pathfinder
characters.
2nd Edition. It has everything.
Okay then, because I have character ideas that I have a couple of character ideas, but I have struggled to put one of them together in D&D. So I want to see
That's
what
fair.
happens if I try and do it in Pathfinder.
Cap just sent the link into the stream chat. I'm sending it into Wizard
Okay.
chat. It's great.
Okay.
We love
I
Archives of
can't
Nethys.
help but feel like everyone I've met who's a Pathfinder nerd is
Currently hyperfixated on it.
no. It's like
Also, thank you, Pat.
you know those like fictional like PSA people who are like, hey
Yes.
kid, you want some drugs?
Hey, kid, do you want some Pathfinder 2nd
That's
Edition?
exactly. Like it's like you live in like dark alleys that are like, hey kid, here's the
Okay,
archives of Nethys. Create a character.
Cap says
Even
yes,
if you
that is
don't
him.
watch anime, I highly recommend the channel Mother's Basement. They do a lot of anime reviews, but in particular, he's kind of stopped doing this. But he had a number of like anime PSAs, which were really funny. So there was like, what happens if you're the guy in a harem, show? What do you do?
Right.
And it just makes fun of all of the ridiculous tropes that show up in that genre, or like, what do you do if you're the parent of a magical girl?
Oh my. That
And
sounds
they were good. There's not a ton of them, but they're good.
fair. Also, Cap says that there are...
I don't. Go
Continue.
ahead. I was just gonna say, I don't know how well they hold up if you haven't watched anime, but I think they do. I hope they do.
Yes, we both watched it. We're currently watching One Piece.
We are. I was gonna
Yes.
say, wait, we're watching anime with
That
you.
doesn't necessarily. I'm aware that you watch some anime. I don't necessarily know how much you watch
That's fair.
and how many tropes you're familiar with.
I'm not that deep in.
I also sometimes just forget things.
Yeah.
I'm not that deep in, but in my defense, or perhaps to condemn me, I'm not sure. My sister is so. Dad, how do you feel about your confidence in anime tropes? You've never,
I feel pretty good.
you
Katie
barely watched.
watches.
Oh, okay. So osmosis.
I barely watch anime, but it's frequently on when I'm around, and of course I get the info dumping.
This is
Yeah,
true.
yeah, that's what I wanted to. I'm like, you know what? I actually watch anime. I know that Dad knows a lot about anime, and he's watched like 2.
None. But
He
I've
did
watched A Fairy Tale,
You watched the entirety of Fairy Tale.
how could
entirety
you
of
do
Fairy
that?
Tale during
And
the
still got the
pandemic.
name wrong.
During the pandemic, we
That
sat
was
down and
awesome.
watched like 5 episodes a day.
Fair enough.
Was this healthy? No. Did it happen? Yeah.
That's
I
valid.
watched 2 seasons of the bicycle one.
Oh yeah.
The bicycle one?
Yawamushi pedal, right?
Yawamushi pedal, yeah. Dad had kind of a, Dad had a cycling hyperfixation, actually.
Good for him.
Let's call it what it is.
Truth.
Oh, am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong. It was a casual interest. No more.
Sure.
How many cycling YouTubers did you subscribe to?
Oh, about 25.
Yeah.
That's
In
normal.
the pandemic, there wasn't a lot to do, but ride your bike and not be around people.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
So back to Pathfinder. Cap
I've
says
made
that-
an intentional choice, like not to watch things with my parents around, just because, like,
True.
and that sounds bad. It's more just that, like, my mom would constantly be asking what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Even if she, like, sat down and watched from the beginning of the episode, and I'd be like, I don't have it in me to explain
Yeah.
what just happened. Like, if you just watched it on screen, why are you, like, I understand that you're not familiar with the rules of this universe, but, like, maybe just take things at face value.
True. Also, like, when your parents... I've had this happen repeatedly where I'm just watching an anime that's completely tame, like, 90% of the time, and then your mom happens to walk in during the big boobily bustily scene where someone's half naked.
Yeah.
I
I
like the
thankfully
description of-
avoided that.
Yeah.
And that's what always happens when parents walk through, right?
Right.
Yep.
Right. There was vividly a scene. So I watched Game of Thrones, right? I'm in late high school. I'm, probably 17 years old, and I'm watching Game
I
of
made the
Thrones.
mistake of watching it with my mom.
I did not watch it with my mother. I wasn't that
Episode
stupid.
1. Oof.
I was not that stupid. My mother was initially like, nah, it's too mature. I'll let you read the books though. Because she doesn't censor my reading material. She said, I'm not prepared to let you watch it, but I don't censor reading material, so I won't stop you from reading the books. So I get 3 books in before she caves.
Yeah.
But then, right, I'm watching the show. Because I've proven my dedication or worthiness or something. I don't know. It also took me about a year to work my way through them, so that might have,
You were 18 now.
Yeah.
I was 17.
Ah.
Because I was 16 when I wanted to watch them. Then I spent a year reading the books, and I was 17. Anyway, main thing is, right, I'm watching Game of Thrones, right? And there's like, Rachel, you've watched it. How excessive is the excessive nudity?
Pretty excessive. It's particularly the first season, but like the first episode is like incredibly gratuitous.
Yeah, the first episode is.
And so what happened with my mom was that we had gone on a trip to Spain. Like she had a thing that she had to go to, and it was over my spring break, so it was like, well, you can come along, and this is a cool opportunity, so let's go. And the thing is, there's 2 locations that were set pieces in Game of Thrones that we just decided to check out. One is, well, okay, one was not, we checked it out as a set piece. One was, it was the literal Alhambra. Oh, by the way, it also happened to be used as a set piece for Game of Thrones.
What was it? What set piece was it used for?
It's the Dornish Gardens.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, it's gotta be Dorne, because that's really the only place.
Yeah, and then we just like while we were driving to somewhere else, we stopped at a smaller town which was a bullfighting ring that they used as the very base of the Colosseum scene where in whatever the name of the city that Daenerys takes over and like lives in for a while.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of political intrigue until it all culminates in like a big Colosseum fight. It's completely unrecognizable from the real life location because they CGI'd all of it in. But we had, and this was coinciding with when the series was ending.
Right.
So we were like, we have a tradition of like watching like one episode of a TV show a night, like after dinner. And, the universe seems to be saying, watch Game of Thrones, so let's do that. And then kind of, we got invested enough in the world that by the time we found out that the ending was shit, we were like, well, we're just gonna slog through it anyways.
Vibe.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the first couple episodes were definitely like, oh my god.
yeah, my mom and I did watch the last season together, but by that time it sort of abandoned the gratuitous nudity for I don't know, nothing really, because they didn't have plot either.
Vibe. Also, really quick, Cap would like to inform us that Applebee's mozzarellas are currently just 50 cents for a limited time.
Hi.
Prints the ad. We have an Applebee's right next to our house.
Applebee's right next to our house.
There was genuine excitement there.
Hey, sheep cheese is not to be underestimated.
This is true. Also, Cap says that he knows Game of
Cheese
Thrones
has been the theme of this stream.
Yeah.
by osmosis and people being salty about the ending.
Yeah.
And wouldn't that be diffusion? Osmosis is only for water.
I think osmosis is how thoughts are transmitted.
Well, there's
I
cultural
suppose. I
osmosis
suppose,
is a
yeah.
term.
I think the word is conventionally used that way. It might be technically inaccurate though.
Also, I
Yeah.
don't think osmosis is about water. It's about organic.
It's about ions in water and stuff.
No, it's just the process in organic, like in organic systems.
Isn't it just diffusion, but it happens in water?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
diffusion, but it happens in a living organism.
Okay.
I think, unless I'm wrong. But
Isn't like that scientifically it's like osmosis is absorbing water through like the cell barrier or something?
Yeah,
Usually
it
you're
has to have a
passing
cell
through a
barrier here.
membrane, right?
I don't know. I learned that
Okay,
term in
so
8th
it's-
grade, and we were like, it was diffusion, but water. Cap agrees with you. But he said, yeah, I don't know who he's agreeing with. I'm assuming it's you.
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure that osmosis is a term of like
Now, take what you've collected to Wayland.
Cellular
the water is
biology.
being absorbed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is water involved because
It
organic systems
says
involve water.
osmosis is a
He's agreeing
process
with
of
Rachel.
movement of
Oh, I think
solids
Charles
through
is
a
Googling.
semi-permeable membrane from a
Ah.
region of lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration.
Yep.
Right. So osmosis is
There's
when.
also just
Basically osmosis is just when you're using a semi-permeable membrane.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Love semi-permeable membranes.
This is true.
in this case, I think the semi-permeable membrane is other people.
Right. That's
Well said. Well said.
That's pretty great, yeah.
yeah.
Also, Ivan has returned.
Anyway, I think my original
Yeah.
point was we go way off track. But basically, much like Rachel's story about accidentally watching the first couple episodes with her mother, I am watching
You watch
show.
the entire thing.
Yeah. So I'm watching the show as I do, and my mom also is right. She's not unaware of what the show is about, but they're having one of those scenes where like the characters are like it's like one of the political intrigue sections, right? So it's just like a talking heads thing, and I pause it as my mom comes in, and I've totally forgotten that behind the talking heads, I think it's maybe a Littlefinger scene. It's in a brothel.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, behind the two actors who are, like, discussing political intrigue, there's, like, 20 topless women, and, like, in, like, various states of, like, sex acts, and, like, there might have been, like, worse stuff. The point isn't bad. Like, it's a bad image. But, like, right, I'm not thinking about it because, like, literally, this is where my demisexual is showing. And I'm like,
Also, you just tune it out at some point.
you
You're just
do like at a certain like after enough nudity, you're just like 20 half-naked women. Tell me more about
they're
the.
also not in focus.
They're
so.
not in-
I do
Okay.
remember this because I was in another part of the house and I hear this. What are you watching?
Oh my
Also,
god.
And I was like,
Ace friend in the chat
wow.
agrees with you. He says mood.
Yeah.
Also, into your comment earlier, he says, hell is other people. Incorrect. Semi-permeable membrane is other people.
Truth.
which is true, but yeah. I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't really watch live action stuff, so they don't put all of the sexy naked women in the background. Because that would cost animation budget.
Yeah.
That is true. They just do silhouettes in the background because they can't afford the topless women.
Yep.
In
Also,
fairness,
it's
Or if
mostly
they do,
TV,
they put them in the
children's TV
foreground.
shows. I would be concerned if there were topless women that weren't, like, wearing anything
I was
in
going to say,
Elena of Avalor or Sophia the First.
I'd like to point out that anime has made a valiant effort to combine the concept of animation and rooms full of topless women.
Okay, but I don't watch a lot of anime.
No, I know you don't. But still,
This is true.
they are noble
Direct contradiction of what you said
heroic
10 minutes ago, but
efforts.
sure.
But
Wait, what did we contradict 10 minutes ago about animation? Or anime?
you were saying that
I was saying, like, oh, these YouTube videos would make more sense if you've watched a lot of anime. And you're like, yeah, I think I qualify.
Okay. I watched a lot of anime when I was younger, and by a lot, I mean I've watched a couple.
Yeah.
you do not qualify.
But I am also chronically online, so.
That is the
True,
real
that will
test.
do a lot.
How chronically online are you?
Given that I'm constantly listening to a podcast and checking, in fact, I'm on Tumblr that I check daily.
Yeah, that's a bad sign.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm a streamer. Like
That's
the fact that
a
I'm
really
a
bad
content
sign.
creator.
Yeah.
Final nail in the coffin.
Final. That's not true.
When do we want to call it for the night? Speaking of stream.
It is 8:16.
It
Right?
is 16.
Probably 8:30 at the latest.
Yeah,
Because we have to shower.
we do have to shower, and we have to do the switching of the cats.
We do have to do the switching of the cats.
Cat swap.
Cat swap! I noticed that now that we're talking about cat swap, Ivan is mysteriously gone.
He was gone a couple minutes.
I know.
He'd be wandering. He just checks up on us every once in a while.
He does. He just wants
Where
to
are
make sure that
people?
we're not doing anything stupid.
I'm going to find Herfrina Nightfeather in the wild.
Okay.
The switching of the cats is like
I'm
the
gonna
changing of the
teleport
guard.
Right.
Because one of them is locked in a gay
supposed to-
baby jail. The other one is free to roam.
Are you sure you're on the right quest line?
Am I?
I need to talk to
No, I'm
Kara
not.
Ashbury.
I was like, you want to talk to who?
How long have I not been on the right quest line?
Good question.
I need to
That
collect
would be an
Iron
help
Bark.
here.
You're not that far behind.
Okay,
us.
so for a
That's
good couple minutes.
I'm receiving texts and I'm beginning to become concerned. Just gonna check to make sure that it's not.
Okay, now, Iron Bark. There we go. Okay.
Okay, that's not important actually.
So yeah, you can check your phone while I wander around.
Sorry, when my phone is buzzing repeatedly, I get especially that buzz means it's
Yeah.
not my texts.
Yeah.
So the options are either Discord or my work chat, which is
Yeah.
on GroupMe.
Which are both important things.
If it's Discord, whatever. That's just the nerds in my phone. But
Yeah.
if it's my job, that's actually something I might need to know.
Yeah. This is true.
No offense, nerds in my phone, by the way. Since
I believe
at
Cap,
least
Yeah.
2 of you are.
Cap is also a nerd in your phone.
That's true. I have 3 nerds in my phone right now.
Not including the hundreds of people in the Dice Will Roll server,
That's true.
which includes the gays who make the podcast.
Yeah, but they would be okay with being called nerds in my phone, I
This
think.
is true, they would be.
I was gonna say, there literally only exist as nerds in my phone as far as I'm concerned.
This is true.
Since I don't
Why do I have to
know
collect a
them.
living ember again?
True. We would have to go to California or Ireland.
Aren't they all in California now?
I don't know.
Oh, or maybe 2 of them are in It's unclear.
It's unclear if 2 of them are in Ireland or if all 4 of them are in California.
2 people moved in together, and we're not sure which continent they moved in together on.
Yeah.
These things happen.
It wouldn't surprise me if Dave moved continents, given our current political situation.
I don't know how Ireland is about
This is true.
any of that stuff, though.
This is true.
The UK isn't great, but of course, Derry doesn't live in the UK.
Derry lives in Ireland.
Derry lives in Ireland. Well, it's
Southern-
very important because there are two Irelands.
Southern Ireland.
Southern Ireland. He lives in the country Ireland, not the part of the UK Ireland.
Yeah.
We really just walked straight onto a minefield, didn't we?
Yep.
Did
Pretty
we?
much.
Oh, I can port to you guys. Is that where Sarah Ashbury is?
Politics.
No.
We just walked straight into politics.
Yes, we did.
Oh. You know, fair enough. I've been, like, actually listening to the news, so I have been also walking
Not
in
far away.
politics.
What?
I've found it.
Huh?
Yeah, no, not far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I tastefully skirted around it. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm just confused.
That I may proudly stand as the Knight of
It's
Fame.
okay.
Politics is not usually a stream topic unless it's like
No, it's
the
not.
stream is dedicated.
Yeah, no, you don't want to get into that.
No.
So
You are
willingly
correct.
bringing it
I-
up is a brave choice.
This
Yeah.
is true. I was not planning to continue talking about politics.
Now we're just talking about it,
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we are.
We're talking about not talking about
which is
That's true. In our
Marginally
defense,
better.
I feel like since someone on the stream is trans,
Yeah.
where we stand on trans issues is probably not a huge controversy.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. I'm here. I'm here to fight red caps. You fight
Ooh.
these
Right.
guys in Baldur's Gate.
you can probably pick that one up from context clues.
Just a little bit.
But we shall move on to safer topics.
Caps is trans rights. Correct. Trans rights.
Yee.
We support both trans rights and trans wrongs. Trans people making mistakes. That's what trans wrongs is.
be they do crimes.
Exactly. Hi, dear.
Hi. I support your rights and your wrongs.
Thank you. I support you not wanting to have sex.
Thank you. I also support you not wanting to have sex.
Thank you. I support you liking people who aren't guys.
Ah!
Also, Ivan is watching us from the top of the stack of photo frames.
Yeah.
We got most of our photos up, but not all of them. We
Yeah,
got the
we're-
pride flag up. That's the most
I
important.
forget what it was. I forget what it was, but you referred to the Dice Will Roll podcast as like a colony of queers or a collective of queers or something like that.
I don't know.
I don't
This
know.
would have been you, not me.
Me?
Yeah.
It's maybe.
No, it was you, Emma.
It was me.
Yeah, it was just earlier in this podcast. I'm not asking you to remember it. It was just that like my knee-jerk response was that my like collective of queers or whatever the turn of phrase was
Right.
is OSP because it's just
Yeah.
2/3 aces.
Yeah, fair enough.
That is true. That is true. Wait, who else
Which
is eight?
and the thing I love about that the most is that Red has talked about it, got asked like on the podcast of like, you know, how did it feel coming out? And then Blue like figured it out sometime after the podcast had been running and so
Right.
also had but the thing is I love that both of them have like such nonchalance and joy in their discovery. Like there
Yeah.
was no confusion, there was no I think I'm broken or anything. That there was like, oh, here's a word and I'm gonna tell everybody.
Vibe.
And I'm like,
too.
Love that there's a word for it.
Yeah.
That's absolutely how I felt
Yeah.
when I found out about Demi. I was like,
Me
oh,
too.
that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Well, it was either Demi or Gray,
Yeah.
and it did take me a little while to sort out between those two. But like,
True.
Yeah.
True.
And then with Blue, it's like fully married and in a relationship.
Yeah.
And like then figured it out and was like, okay, cool. And went on living his life.
Nice.
yup.
E.
I don't know. Their stories like feel good when I like go back and listen to them.
E. We like good stories. And the thing is, I feel like
Take the shoes. Stop hitting us.
Cap
Give
says,
hammer to the
fun fact, Pathfinder is how I found out being ace was the thing I could be, which vibe.
I want to hear the story behind that.
I kind of too, yeah.
Is this a one-off battle or is this a dungeon?
It looks like it's just gonna be a.
Oh, no!
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to get health wisps because I was low health.
Oh. Oops. Oh no!
Are they in the what?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in a fight.
Yeah, can someone help me?
Coming to
You just
help you.
you walked away as soon as we.
No.
No,
Fight.
it just took Rachel a second to process the horror of what
I have
she
done.
was seeing.
Yeah, fair.
She's like, what is wrong with you dweebs?
True.
Well, now there's something
I
wrong
can't
with
help
Rachel's
you.
computer.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're gonna sit this one out.
Apparently the game has told you no fighting.
The game has spoken, and it saith, no thank you.
Indeed.
The universe says fuck you.
The universe says fuck you specifically.
Yes.
Fuck you, you in particular.
You in particular.
Oh,
You,
wait.
the one in all black. You seem like you need more angst material in your life.
Cap has his story. Quote, it's mostly just that it's one of the iconic characters from Pathfinder First Edition is canonically Ace. And one of the developers was like, yeah, so she might enjoy a romantic relationship, but not in a sexual one. And I was like, huh. Valid. I don't know how I found out. I just kind of did. I was just like, I don't want that. And then for some reason, somehow the term fell in my lap, and I was like, yeah, that works.
Yeah, I
think it was kind of the same for me with Demi.
But
agree.
Like,
Caps is valid.
eventually I just sort of worked out that, like, there was the thing that other people were clearly experiencing, like, that I just... Like, there was a thing that was clearly, like, real for other people that just I didn't understand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, no, I know how I figured it out. Jaden Animations made a video about being Arrow Ace.
That was... I remembered it.
And she, like, went into each of them individually, and I was like, the Ace one vibes with me. And I watched that video, and then, like, 6 months later, I figured it out.
lightning guys.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it might have been... I actually strongly suspect that the first time I came into contact with the term was through Red on OST. And I didn't,
Probably.
like, make that connection yet. Because I hadn't encountered Demi or Gray Sexual yet.
Ooh, Cap has a very good point. Figuring out that when other people talked about other people being hot or sexy, they actually understood what that meant and were not joking was a wild experience. True! So true.
I mean, I am capable of comprehending that, like, a person is beautiful or
Yeah.
a person is hot, but it's very clear that other people, like,
Have something more than that.
there's something more than just that person is pretty.
Yeah. Like, you're pretty.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
it's
You're
like
pretty
to
too.
other people, it's like they're attractive, as in I am attracted to them. I can look at someone and be like, yes, that person is attractive,
Right.
but I don't bring them near me.
Don't fit the vibe.
And, like, I can, like, there are definitely some, right, obviously I look at women or femme people, and I am more likely, I'm more likely to be like, oh, that person, like, is aesthetically pleasing to me.
Cap says, I'm not even capable of comprehending that I'm pretty sure I don't even experience aesthetic attraction. Vibe. I'm somewhere around there too. Like, I can tell when someone is pretty, and like, it's weird because I say you're pretty because I believe that, but it's just weird, and it's an easy way to compliment you.
Vibe.
So,
I understand. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's our
I
normal.
think my thought process was of figuring it out was something along the lines of like, I heard the term and I was like, oh, okay, that's like a term. Because I was kind of learning all the terminology at once. Like I hit high school and then suddenly everything like hit me like a brick.
Right.
And I heard the term, and then I think like a year or two down the line, I was like, oh, hang on a sec, I think that applies to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that lines up. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I went on with my life.
But yeah.
At that point, I had pretty much decided that I was not interested in dating, just because, one, I went to a tiny high school. I was not remotely interested in anyone at school. and I commuted so far that I was like trying to be in a relationship with someone who either lives close to my home and I have to like, I can't see them until like after dinner time, or someone who lives close to my school and I have to potentially like bus home super late at night if I want to spend any time with them during rush hour traffic. I was like, this just doesn't sound sustainable. So
Your boy has eye gunkies.
Yeah.
That I am attempting.
In fairness, sometimes you find someone and you're like, no, because we're gonna have to do long distance and I don't want to ruin the friendship. And then
you end up dating anyway.
And then you end up dating anyway, despite the fact that you literally don't get to see each other for the first like 6 months of your relationship.
Yo. Okay, it was like 2. Because I visited you.
We visited, but like literally we spent like a year.
Yeah.
With like 3 visits.
4
visits over the course of the year.
Yeah. Which sucked.
It was not the best time.
No.
Anyway, strongly don't recommend. Sometimes you meet the right person.
Sometimes you meet the right person. And then you get an apartment and a cat.
I definitely didn't.
Oh.
I fully disliked, I actively disliked a third of my graduating class.
Fine.
Yeah, fair.
Which was 3 people, but
But,
it's more impressive if I say it's a third.
yeah.
I had one guy I kind of disliked in high school, but it's the third of my graduating class, so it sounds like I hated a lot of guys.
I tried to date in high school. I broke my heart once because I was depressed and was like, nah, he'll never like me.
Ouch.
And then I asked another guy out, and then that one was complicated. So I asked him out it was our junior year. We sat next to each other in AP, our senior year actually. We sat next to each other in AP Psych.
Right.
I was like, hey, do you want to go to homecoming with me? We went to homecoming together. He called me his girlfriend to people. And then the next Monday he was like, no, I'm not interested. And I was very upset.
Oof.
Yeah.
In high school, my sister's boyfriend, like, dumped her, like, a week before homecoming in her senior year.
Ooh.
I was like, dude. But it was I've been thinking about for a while, so it was like, either say something sooner, or just wait till after the dance. Like, really, let's give it a week or 2. If you can spend this long thinking about it, you can give it another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not cool, dude.
No.
Yeah.
I was very confused about my sexuality in high school.
Me too.
So I did not date. But you're more of an extrovert than I am,
This
so
is true. I also do like some guys.
that is true. And yeah, I think I confused a lot of guys in my high school class.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not like whatever. I'm friendly and I'm happy to chat with them. I'm even happy to talk about video games and you know, like sort of more traditionally masked stuff. But I'm never like flirting or flirting back, and I don't really seem to pick up on the flirting clues that they were dropping.
True.
And so I repeatedly like sort of ended up in a position where I was like, oh, they were flirting, like
True.
way down the line.
I had this thing in like elementary to middle school where I was very much a touch starved, so I wanted to I was physical with people a lot.
Right.
To give them hugs and stuff. And when I talked to people, everybody thought I was flirting with them apparently, and I did not mean that at all.
Right.
Because I was just extroverted and I was still learning boundaries because I was young.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
My poor father is just sitting here listening to us
He is.
talk about our journey of self-discovery.
Charles, how was it when you found out you were straight?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you went to an all-boys school. Surely there must have been a moment.
There wasn't really much of a, it's not really a thing, right? You just think you are and you are. Because everyone, leads you that direction.
Yeah.
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 You know.
Yep.
We need to normalize coming out as straight as like an actual thing and
True.
not a meme.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
mean, it can also be a meme if that's what you want it to be, but like,
We should.
Yeah. Dad, do you have anything to tell us about your sexuality?
I don't, but I did go to a single sex high school, so like, not a lot of drama
True.
or dating.
I would like to point out that I think there probably was both drama and dating. You just weren't privy to it.
Oh,
Especially in the drama club.
Dating. I thought you said bathing. And I was like, that would also make sense for a whole bunch of guys.
I know for a fact my father
That's a whole
kept
other
his
issue,
tie
but, yeah.
tied and looped over a bedpost for his entire tenure in high school. Like, because he had to wear a uniform.
Yeah.
So he literally, like, just kept the tie tied over the bedpost.
Yeah, that's fair. I would do
And-
that too.
Did you wash it? Like, be honest.
Yeah.
yeah, that was my question. I was like,
Well, of course, the tie doesn't really touch you, right? Because it goes over the shirt.
True.
So you just didn't wash
But,
it
like,
for
wash?
years?
You don't wash
yes.
ties.
Okay.
Yes.
You can dry clean them, I guess.
True.
I think it was dry cleaned at some point, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cap, back to the coming out as straight thing. Cap is like, he never came out as eighth because you wouldn't have to come out as straight. So why should you come out as eighth? And then his parents eventually figured it out. Which, valid.
Yeah.
Cap's parents are pretty cool. Also, we should probably stop streaming.
We should probably, because I need to...
8:36.
Oh, gosh. All right.
So I'm gonna.
I need to have dinner.
Yeah, you should eat. We're gonna.
I was like, why?
It's
And then
only
I remembered
6:30
that you're
for me,
2
so-
hours behind us.
Yup.
So it's just barely dinner time for you rather than absurdly late.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna leave the call now. Thank you guys for coming.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. Oh goodness. Thank you so much for coming to watch
Bye.
the stream. Good night, Cap. Let's find someone to raid. Let's go say hello.
Oh. Yeah, you're good. Hi.
Who am I saying hello to?
I'm walking away from Leaf.
We're gonna go say hi to Salt because it's been a while since we said hi to Salt.
I didn't want to cut you off.
Also, I'm sure you can probably still hear him in the background, but we're gonna go say hi to Salt. I will be live again at some point. Probably Tuesday, maybe over the weekend. See ya.